add two numbers, all I've done is just replaced print line, and within print line I've just put those two numbers in. Is that okay? You don't have to type this, it's okay, it's just viewing it. Just view it, because we will modify this program. So sum.java. Now here, look, when I compile this, this gives me the answer, 56 plus 6. Yeah, but the idea is we will not write down, because if I run this program 50 times, 100 times, it will give me the same answer. So it is not really adding two numbers, it's just two numbers given by me. Yeah, this can be done in different ways. I can, now what do we do in programming languages? We create a placeholder to store numbers, is that right? Or to store letters. So if I was to store a placeholder for having one number, I will have to say what is the type of that number. So integer, you are taking a variable, let's say number 1 comma number 2. Is that okay? Now n1 can be equal to 34, n2 can be equal to whatever number, and all I have to write down to get the result is n1 plus n2. Is that right? It's using variables, right? Now what do we call this here? These are called as variables and these are called as identifiers. What kind of a variable is this? N1 is of type integer, N1, N2 is a type of integer. That means it can only store a number. Is that okay? Do you understand? You're creating in computer, you're telling him, it's like a paper. Take one paper, name it N1, take another paper, put it N2. Right? But what can you write in that paper is only a number, nothing else. Do you understand? So what I've done is I've created two places like that. One is called N1, the other one is called as N2. And this tells computer that it can only be a number. Is that okay? But integer means no decimal points. Integer is a number with no decimal points. Like 4, 5, 34, 60, but not 60.24. Is that okay? Here I've just given them, I've told computer what is N1 and what is N2, right? And here I've told them to add and print. But can you see there is no speech marks now? There is no speech mark because it can't be, if you put speech marks here, then you will, on the screen you will see N1 plus N2. But you don't want to see that, you want to see the result. Is that okay? Yeah? Can you all type and do this because we're going to change this in a minute.
You change the string S to string A. What's the difference? Nothing.
No, I didn't change it.
It was excellent.
Oh, you can give any.
Okay, okay.
As far as you not use this name anywhere in the program. You shouldn't have used A anywhere in your program. little thing. Now we're going to change this program slightly, because the reason for changing this program would be because you make programs which have to be interactive, right? Because if somebody runs this program, he keeps looking at 79, doesn't make any sense to that person, is that right? You should want the program which takes the first number from you, takes the second number from you, and then adds them up and then gives you the result. Is that right? Is that all? Is everybody listening? No, I'm just asking, will that be better or not better? What do you want? How would we want a program to work? User input. Because here, if I keep running this program like that, it wouldn't make any, it is not useful for the user to keep running this code. If it keeps running the code, look, it just shows him 62. What does that 62 has to do with him? Is that right? I want this program can be changed so that person is able to enter something. Now for that, what I need to do is make this program user interactive. For making this user interactive, I need to allow taking input from the user, right? Now for that, we need another class which is called as import java.util.scanner. S capital. Every class in Java will have the first letter capital. Yeah. So the specific class which I need is this, and it. Now let's look at this statement here. Import means get this file, open this library. That's what it means to computer. And Java is a whole library. In that, the library was input output. So system out println is the basic command for doing input and output. So that is lying in that package, in that folder. Is that okay? Java language has a folder called as IO, and star means all. All the files in the IO package, just look at that, right? Here, I don't want all the files. I'm looking only for one file, which is called as scanner. I need to make a, here, just like you've told me that you are going to use integer, you will have to tell me how to read from which thing in computer is reading from the keyboard. Yeah. So what I need is a class scanner. Now, what happens is this variable is of type scanner. It's like you've purchased a scanner. Is that right? Do you understand? What have we done? We've purchased a scanner and we've called it IN, right? And this scanner is reading from where? You can read from, now input can be given to computer from various places. Keyboard, mouse, touch screen. It can be from various places, right? But you are saying this scanner should be taking input from the keyboard. System.in refers to keyboard. System.out is the output on the monitor. System.in is the standard input device. Standard input device is keyboard. And standard output device is monitor. Okay? We could have other output devices like printer, a plotter, a hard disk. We could have, but then at the moment we're just using the standard ones. Okay? Here what we've just done is taken a scanner, named it as in, and told it to read it from keyboard. Okay? Now here my N1 was where I'm storing what has been read. Is that right? So here I need to change this 34 to something called as, how do I read? Tell me next. It's like tell me, right? Tell me is, what is the name of your scanner according to this? In. So here I will have to write down in dot next, and here also I will have to say in dot next. Is it okay? But this is still not might not make computer but the person might not understand what you are typing. So system.out dot print line why I've written down this number is so that before person is expected to enter, he understands what computer is clicking, why is the cursor blinking, what is supposed to do. So the computer will prompt a message, enter first number, then the cursor will blink, that means you can enter the number. Then the second message will come, enter second number, and the cursor should be readable. So whatever you read will go in N1 and in N2, and here we've just added it. Is that right? Let's run it and see if it works. It has a glitch, but we will know when we run it. Java C sum2.java. What is the message? The reason for that is because whatever you read from the keyboard is taken as string. Now my N1 says I only want numbers, and the next only reads, although you are typing digits, it is still going to take it as a string, right? So what I need to do is I need to convert this whole thing into a number. Yeah, and how do I do that? There's a function called as parseInt, which belongs to a library called as integer. Here. I save this and I run it. Compile it again. Compile. Yeah. Java and then sum2. Says enter first number. Yeah, it's blinking now, but then you've already prompted someone to say what do you want him to do, right? Number, I can type whatever number I like. Enter second number, whatever number you want. The answer is there on the screen. Is that right? Yeah. Now again, you can. I could have written down. Before this, I could have written down. Is that right? So that you are telling the person this is your result. Is that okay? Yeah? Lot of code to remember here. Lot of lines to remember. I will probably ask you to draw down 20 programs similar so that you remember this lines. Does that make sense? Jason, to remember this one, and then this. Yes. You have to just know it.
Can you just scroll up so you can, because there is import something else.
Import java.util. Yeah, I can.
The uppercase and lowercase, because it's case sensitive, it is important.
Yes.
Pausing always has to be.
Okay. If it is a class name, Java will always have the first letter capital. If it's a function name, it is always small. But if the function name has got two words, then the first letter of the second word is always capital. Camel case. It's called camel case. Yeah. Hump of a camel. So yes. It's called camel case. Second word, first letter capital.
I'm surprised there isn't like a shortened version of the integer not pausing, just int and or something different.
No,
which
there is
doesn't
not.
make